It was one of those golden summer afternoons when the sun feels like honey on your skin and kids' laughter echoes down the street like music. My 9-year-old son Amir had been planning for weeks to open his very first lemonade stand right outside our house. He designed the signs himself, added glitter to the price list, and even had little plastic cups with smiley faces. I helped him set up the folding table, added an umbrella for shade, and watched him beam with pride as his first customers, 2 kids on bikes, paid $1 each for his homemade strawberry lemonade. Everything was perfect. Until Karen showed up. She wasn't even walking. She rolled up slowly in her golf cart like she was the sheriff in a spaghetti western. She stopped, looked at Amir's sign, then at the line of neighbors and their kids, and said, "This is not allowed. No commercial activity on HOA property." Amir blinked, looked at me, unsure. I walked over calmly and said, "It's a lemonade stand." He's 9, but Karen was already reaching for her phone. "Rules are rules," she snapped. "He doesn't have a permit. I'm calling the HOA board." I chuckled and replied, "He doesn't need a permit to sell cups of lemonade on his own lawn." She snarled, "We'll see about that," and sped off. I figured that was the end of it, just another one of her angry drive-bys, but I was wrong. 20 minutes later, 2 HOA board members walked up in business casual clothes, like they were here to audit a tech company. One of them said, "We received a complaint about unauthorized business activity. Unfortunately, we're going to have to ask you to shut this down." Amir's face fell. It looked like someone had taken away Christmas. I asked them if this was a joke. They said, "HOA guidelines prohibit the use of property for commercial purposes without pre-approval. That stands, signage, and any exchange of money qualifies." That's when I pulled out my phone and hit call. The board members stood awkwardly as the call rang. Then someone picked up. "Hi, Grandma," I said. "Can you come down for a minute? HOA's shutting down Amir's lemonade stand." Not 2 minutes later, a black SUV pulled up. Out stepped my mother, 5'3" in heels, sunglasses on, and moving like the sidewalk owed her money. You see, my mom isn't just a grandmother, she's also the mayor of our city. The moment the HOA reps recognized her, their spines straightened. Karen, who had crept back in her cart to watch, suddenly froze. "Is there a problem here?" my mom asked in a voice that could freeze lava. The board mumbled something about regulations and standard procedure. My mom cut them off. "Let me be very clear. This child is engaging in legal, harmless, traditional neighborhood activity. If your HOA bylaws prohibit that, they are in violation of both city code and common decency." She walked over to Amir, bought a cup, and said, "Best lemonade I've had all summer." Then she turned to the board and added, "Unless you want Channel 5 down here doing a story on why a neighborhood board is shutting down a 9-year-old summer dream, I suggest you walk away and rewrite those outdated rules." The HOA reps didn't say another word. They turned around and left. Karen, meanwhile, hit reverse so fast she almost knocked over a mailbox. That evening, a photo of Amir and his grandmother toasting with lemonade cups was all over social media. The caption read, "Mayor defends young entrepreneur from HOA nonsense." The story blew up. Parents from other neighborhoods came by the next weekend to support Amir. One brought fresh cookies to sell beside him. Another neighbor offered custom t-shirts that said, "When life gives you Karens, make lemonade." By the end of the month, the HOA was forced to revise their guidelines. A new amendment was added. Seasonal youth stands supporting personal development and creativity shall be exempt from commercial activity restrictions. My son didn't just make money, he made change. And Karen, she hasn't made eye contact with us since, but every weekend when Amir puts up his lemonade sign, she closes her blinds.